like watching Sonic content on YouTube? Well, this channel might be the place for you. Hello everyone, I'm OCDsaster, and this is OCDsaster Blue, my Sonic exclusive channel. I have recently been doing a lot of videos on updates and things that I'm interested in for the upcoming game Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which comes out next month. But there's actually some other stuff on this channel that I do. So today, I've decided to tell you guys what options are available for my Sonic channel. There's actually quite a few. So first off, you have your videos for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, in which I speculate, review trailers, and just give my overall opinion on the upcoming content coming out for the game. Don't worry, once the game comes out, there's going to be plenty more Cross Worlds related content. But I also do some other things. Because I'm a Sonic fan, I play a lot of Sonic games. So there's two avenues with this. I have Let's Plays and walkthroughs on the channel. Now, what I do is a little bit different than some other people. Walkthroughs are basically just the gameplay. The game audio, the gameplay, not my commentary at all. So if you're just feeling some nostalgia or want to sit back, relax, try to go to sleep, study, anything like that, you can check out some of my walkthroughs and that is there for you. But then there's also playthroughs in which I provide commentary and splice the video down a little bit where it's more digestible bites. So those are up on the channel right now, and I'll have a link to those at the end. You'll have these travel rings show up at the end, and it'll let you click where you want to go next in your journey on this channel if you make it to the end. Another series that I have is the Sonic Forces Remade series, in which I talk about how I would love to remake Sonic Forces and what I would do to make it an even better game, because I think the ingredients for a great game are there. They just really dropped the ball specifically with that game. So I have a few videos up already on that, explaining some of the things that I would change to make it an overall better, darker, and more fun experience. So you can check that out as well. The last of the series I have so far is the How To series, in which I replay some Sonic games, and it's basically a parody. It's not really how to play the game, it's how to play it badly. I mess around with the settings and I just have an overall goofy time. There's 2 videos to that series up already, and I'm working on more in the pipeline. So if that sounds something your style, those will be out very, very shortly. For those that are interested, I also have a membership program called the Blue Membership, and when you subscribe to this channel, if you go the extra mile and spend, I believe it's $1 on a membership, a really low option, because I know asking for anything in this time is complicated. And you know, we're struggling right now in the States and around the world, so it's only if you can afford it, it's only if you want it, would be the OCDsaster Blue membership. You don't have to get it whatsoever. Watching my videos, engaging in the comment section, that is well enough. But if you want to go a little bit extra, that's what the membership is for, and you get some extra perks. You will be able to see videos launch early, you'll be able to engage in some community posts that only members can see, and you'll be able to vote. Now, you won't get full power on what videos come out, but you'll be able to help push me in what direction you want a video to release first. So let's say I mentioned these 3 other playlist series that I have: the Forces Remade, the How To series, and a playthrough series. I would then put a poll for the members to vote on which they would like to see first out of those episodes, and then I would kind of guide my production that way. Now, so far, there's only been 1 member, and they're super awesome. However, I don't want one person dictating like everything the channel does, so I'm waiting for a few more people to jump into the members in order to really get a cohesive community going. But if you're a member, you're also going to eventually get shoutouts at the end of videos, and some other perks will be on the way. I'm still figuring it all out. There's some other channel perks too, like super chats and stuff like that. I have to say, when it comes to streaming, my OBS just hates me now. I think it might actually just be my laptop. I've tested streaming a few times, and it eventually gets stable, but many times it just drops all of the bitrate, all of the connection, and so there's always going to be some like lag, which really ruins the streaming experience. So I'm going to have to see what everyone thinks about me streaming. If you don't care, then I'll go ahead and start streaming Sonic games. But if it's a little bit too much of an annoyance, then we won't worry about it. But that is an option as well. Now, I try my best to release a new episode every Sunday at 10:45 a.m. I've been going a little bit crazy lately and releasing multiple videos a week, which is absolutely fine, but I'm trying to be consistent enough that you will at least get one video per week. Now, sometimes I might drop the ball. Life happens, I have a full-time job, but I'm really going to try to stay consistent in that matter. Side note, if any of you make content or record, you might be familiar with this phenomena, but it seems like every time I go to record one of these videos, something that is like a noise stimulus happens to affect the audio, whether it's the AC turning on really loudly, my laptop fan getting loud for no reason, or like right now it's like my brother's like stomping upstairs, which he never does, but now he's deciding to do it right now as I'm recording. I just think that's funny that these things happen only when you start recording, but then it's like dead quiet every time else. I just want to thank you guys so much for your support. You've really made this channel blossom into a very still small channel, but a great one, and really helps drive my passion for Sonic and Sonic content. I know there's so many fans out there, and so many of you even for this channel, that know so much more Sonic lore, Sonic behind the scenes, Sonic updates. I'm really trying my best to do better with the research before I sit down and do a video. You deserve that. And I want to quickly apologize for some mistakes that I've made in the past. I get very excited, I sit down and record, I don't put a lot of thought into it, or I quickly do a Google search, and that's not enough, right? That's subpar. And I'm sure I'm going to still make mistakes in the future, but I really want to try to do better as this channel grows. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be like a Sonic Central or a Sonic channel that has like all of the news, all of the updates quickly, as fast as possible, talking about every little thing Sonic related. It's still going to be what I'm most interested in, my opinions. I'm not going to spoon feed, the general opinions to you. If I have something that's controversial in the sense that like I don't like Jet's voice or something that people don't necessarily agree with, I'm still going to say it. I'm not going to censor myself just to get likes and just to follow the grain, so to speak. I'm going to still be me, and I hope you're still going to be you in the comment section when you're talking about videos. And I hope if we disagree or don't have the same opinions about something Sonic related, you'll still be able to realize like this is a healthy channel, this is a safe space, and we can all still talk about things without it getting too nasty. I completely get it. There are people super passionate about Sonic and love him so much, but we do need to sometimes take a breath and step back and realize this is a fictional character. He does not exist. Yes, the games and stuff are physical and exist, but it is a fictional character, and so when our emotions run high, we just need to sometimes check ourselves, right? Everyone is real that you engage with. That's not really true though. Some people are bots and are just, rage baiting. But for the most part, when you're talking to people online, there is a real person behind the computer. So we need to be mindful of that. And not harass people, not attack people because their opinions are different than ours about a blue hedgehog of all things. To me, that's just a little bit ridiculous. And I just really hope you guys, going forward, if you have some issues or if you've had problems in this regard, try to think in that perspective. Like, okay, they don't agree with me, but that doesn't really affect me or my life. I still have my own opinions, right? So that's my little lecture right there. I apologize if I went a little bit too far with it or if there's a little talking down. I used to be a kid. I used to be younger. My prefrontal cortex used to not be developed. I understand. I get it. But it's really one of those non-issues, and if it's too much, if you're too much into the space where you're arguing and fighting with everyone about Sonic stuff, maybe it's time to take a break. But yeah, to wrap it all up, I am OCDsaster. This is OCDsaster Blue, my Sonic exclusive channel. I have other OCDsaster channels, but they are not nearly as successful, and I am running out of steam on those, so I'm figuring out what to do with those. So this is the main channel right now. This is the hot ticket. We have a ton of content on here, playlists, walkthroughs, crossworlds, news, and updates. And I just really hope you stick around to the end for those travel rings to see what options you can click on and go through, or you can, click off right now with your recommended and see what's there for you. I'm very excited for the future of this channel. I'm very grateful for all of you that have stuck around and have just joined. I really, really like Sonic. I'm not calling myself the biggest hardcore Sonic fan, but I am a pretty decent sized Sonic fan, and I just kind of want to share that passion and that love with everyone. And yeah, I hope you have a super Sonic rest of your day. See ya.